Hello, Pat.
Oh, lovely. At last, I've got on. The long wait, guys.
Sorry, I know. I appreciate that, Pat. Very kind of you.
No,
Go on. Off you go, pal.
Don't worry. Thanks for having me on. I'm actually first caller here. I've got to say, cut to the chase here, that Klopp's reign, and I love Liverpool with my heart and soul, and after the 53 years I've almost been on this planet, this is my birthday on Paddy's Day coming up, hence the name Patrick. But I've got to say, though, that Klopp's reign is over. He's peaked. He's shot his bolt. It's over. He's a great manager. He's done wonders for the club. He's won the Club World, obviously Champions League as well, and also the Holy Grail, the Premiership. But I'm afraid to say, yeah, I mean, obviously the five on the back of this, he's breaking records that we don't want. And you know, even the Shankly days that the foundation we built, it's not totally his fault. And I'm going to say that. I've got to be fair to the guy, because I've got a lot of respect for Jurgen Klopp, and I'm speaking for a hell of a lot of Liverpool supporters that are listening to this. But I've got to say, I think even the most faithful of Klopp, even like I was, I think after seeing it tonight and the way it's going, you've got to sort of think that, you know, the cracks are showing. And I think Gerrard winning, you know, Stevie G winning, obviously, which it looks like the Rangers, you know, the Scottish Premiership, I think that he's going to be the man for the job. So I think I'm an old witch. I've just got one of these psychic, you know, I don't know where I got it from, but I'm not normally wrong. But I would say, gent, that this time definitely the start of the season, that Klopp won't be there, and it will be Stevie G that they'll put in place. Okay. And there'll be some changed faces as well, because there has to be. Because Kabak, these players that they're bringing in, Davis for 1.5, he hasn't got a game of looking. I don't know what he's doing. And as you said tonight, you guys, you said about Salah, you know, taking off, you know, Premiership's got top goal scorer. It's just madness. It's madness, and I know that he's had a lot of obviously mourning for his mum and Alice. So there's been a lot of, not just injuries, but you know, you've lost a lot of family members, and obviously all of us are not having a good time at the moment. I know that, but it comes to a time when I think that he has to go, and I think he will. He won't be sacked. It'll be with dignity, and I think he'll go. And I think that, you know, it's for the best probably, but. Okay. Because we can't wait another 30 years. Sorry, I'll let you get a word in edgeways. Yeah,
no, Pat, listen, I know you've been holding. I appreciate your call, and it's interesting Pat. What you say. I just want to rattle through as many calls as I can, because people have been holding, but I appreciate your time. Owen's a Liverpool fan, then we'll come to Leo, but Owen thinks the same. Hello, Owen.
Well, how you doing?
Yeah, good, man. Off you go.
Yeah, so I rang in about a month ago after the Leipzig game, and I just said that there and then I think it's time for Klopp to go, so I'm ringing back to reiterate, it's definitely time for him to go.
Okay, I'm just curious, who would you bring in?
Who to bring in? I'd like to fancy my chance of getting Rodgers away from Leicester.
Yeah, but he's already had him once and he fouled.
There, yeah.
But you know, he's a completely different manager now, and I'd look at him maybe for short term, and then obviously Stevie in the future.
The thing is, don't you think, Owen, that Jurgen Klopp, because of what he's done for Liverpool, and he has made him a force again, and he's got the interacts back with the fans and what it means, that he deserves at the end of the season to be asked, have you got the desire and the energy and the will to go again? It should be his decision. He's got enough credit in the bank, isn't he, to go. And he'll be honest. And if he says, actually, no, I am emotionally drained with everything that's gone on with the season, you know, with the pandemic we've had, with my personal, I think I need to recharge my batteries. I think I need a year out. Then fine. But we saw Pep, you know, took that sabbatical. And you have to, sometimes it's psychologically, it's mentally as well, not just physically. But he deserves to be the one to be honest about it and give him that choice for what he's done.
Leo's up next, a Liverpool fan. Hello, Leo.
What's going on?
Hello, Leo.
How are you?
Oh, where do we start? I'm with Pat. I agree. I believe it's time for Klopp to go. He's had his time. Like, if you remember at Dortmund, he won the league. Then I think he struggled to get fourth. Then it was fighting relegation.
That's right.
And for some reason, it's like we're the only top club that doesn't have a recognized striker. Like, how can you be a top club without a proper number 9?
Yeah, but you've been like that for 3 seasons.
I know, and it's like with the front three, I'm tired of it now. Like,
God, these Liverpool fans turn quick, didn't they?
What they're up against.
You're saying your front three are not good enough now?
I believe they're good, but there's only so much you can do with that front three without adding to it to take them to a next level. With Firmino, to me, he's a number 10. This false number 9 thing, like, They just need to knock it on the head now.
Yeah, but it won you the Premier League and it won you the Champions League. Why is it not good enough now?
I'll be real with you. We won the league, but we didn't win it like we was meant to win it type of thing. We won it due to other teams' mistakes. I believe City, if they performed well, they should have won it, but we took it.
No, you played really well.
Liverpool were amazing last season.
When you come back from the World Club Championship and you battered, I think it was Leicester 4, and you went on a run where you just swept everything. I think you're being really... It's amazing how Liverpool, our fans in general, can just sort of cloud what went on in the past. Liverpool didn't win it by default last season.
No, they were the best team.
They're the best team by a long way.
Adam's a Liverpool fan. Hello, Adam.
Hi, how you doing?
Yeah, good, Ad. Off you go.
Well, I agree with many of the fans there. I think Klopp's time's done now, and I think it's time for him to go. Obviously, setting records that we don't want, bringing off Salah in the 60th minute. I think the best thing to do would be to cash in on Salah now and perhaps go for Mbappe from PSG if we can bring him in.
Mbappe ain't coming to you.
Not going to Liverpool.
You ain't got the money for Mbappe. You ain't got the money for his transfer fee and for his personal wages.
Yeah, well, I just think Klopp needs to go because this is a question for you guys. How many games does Liverpool need to lose before Klopp does get sacked by the board?
Yeah, I can't believe how quickly Liverpool haven't won the title for 30 years, right? And he wins you the Champions League. He builds the club up, right? He gets, when he wins the Champions League and he wins the Premier League, and now he's having a bad time. Don't get me wrong, right?
But he's having horrific time with injuries, Adam.
Yes, but also, and all of a sudden, it's how quickly we're all together, all the fans are behind, we're one club, all of a sudden now he's busted fucking. He should be the one I think he's got enough respect from majority of Liverpool fans. I know we had a few in it, and from the board. He should be the one that decides what he's done for that football club. I can't believe how quickly the fans can turn.
No, nor can I. But also, listen, I've said many times he's made a mistake putting Henderson.
He's made lots of mistakes.
But having said that, he's doing that because there is an injury crisis at Liverpool, right? Judge Liverpool, judge the manager when everyone's fit and back. We
never said when we come on to do the show. So he made a lot of mistakes even in tonight's game.
That's right.
With not changing system, with his substitutions, taking Salah off, substitution too late. Should have done it half time. But to go, Liverpool fans going, he's a busted flush. He's done. I can understand that he has lost that mojo and that little bit of hunger and desire, but surely he's done enough for that football club to be able to say if he can re-energise himself. Yeah. Liverpool fans just admit he's done.
No.
So what he's done for you in the past doesn't count.
Very bizarre. Very bizarre.